Guess, please.
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Chef! You to get your head out of here.
Hey, what's going on?
You know, that kind of fit in there. I like that.
Did it?
You to get your head out of your butt, focus on the real issues.
I'm just saying.
Who is that, by the way?
How are you? That was a military veteran who was a group of old vets who met with candidate Donald Trump when he was being so hard on the media that time, and he was at some event for them, and Donald said, "Would you like to step forward and say something?" And that's what he stepped forward and said.
I've been
pretty
meaning
funny.
to ask you that.
Yeah. So, that's an oldie but a goodie
It is
from
an
the
oldie
election
goodie.
last year. Yeah, you bet. How are you?
I'm doing good. I feel really, I don't know what it is, just happy, energetic. The temperature's above 40. So maybe that's it.
That's probably got a lot to do with it.
I feel good.
That's probably good. Hey, by the way, Gayle King made some comments on your girl this morning that's probably not going to make you very happy.
Which girl is that?
That would be Oprah.
Oh, okay.
Because you seem to think she could win if she ran as president.
Oprah could.
No.
Oprah would have a very good chance of giving Donald Trump a run for his money. She's black, she's a woman, she's rich, and she's a good communicator.
Did you show him that picture we have, Liz? Oh my God. Of her sitting on a couch introducing a beautiful young blonde girl to Harvey Weinstein. She's got ties to Hollywood that I don't care how popular she is, that should have completely discredited everything she's getting credit for from this great speech at the Golden Globes the other night. For God's sake, there's a dozen pictures I've seen of her kissing or snuggling up to Harvey Weinstein over the years. This is Oprah.
The country is 50-50 split, Democrat and Republican. The only reason why Donald Trump became president is because white college-educated women and black folks stayed home. That's why he became president. If Oprah runs for president, she's going to get all those college-educated women that voted for Trump and all the black folks that stayed at home to come out for her. I mean,
God help us.
I know people don't like her and all that, but I don't look at it as personality-wise. I look at it as from a political standpoint, and from a political standpoint, she would give Donald Trump a run for his money.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the anger building in the State House in Virginia? And up in New Jersey and all of these other places where Terry McAuliffe lives and Cory Booker lives and maybe Kamala Harris and all of these left-wing Democrats who think they're next in line for the coronation, and suddenly Oprah gets herself up off the couch and announces she's running for president.
All those people would bow down to Oprah in a heartbeat if she decided to run for
They'd
president.
all want to be her vice president, you
they
think?
want to do that, but I don't think they would stand in her way. Not at all.
Gayle King, who is an authority on this subject because she is Oprah's best friend. Mm-hmm. There's a picture of her sitting at the table with Oprah at the Golden Globes.
Right.
Had this to say about that possibility this morning upon her return on a red-eye flight from California.
No, I absolutely don't think that her position has changed. I don't. You know, I was up talking to her very late last night. I do think this, though, guys. I do think she's intrigued by the idea. I do think that. I also know that after years of watching the Oprah show, you always have the right to change your mind. I don't think at this point she is actually considering it.
So that's what but she's intrigued by the idea because all of these people are blowing smoke up her you-know-what that she might, because just based on her name recognition, have a chance to win.
Oprah has told friends to tone it down, but she could have the Democratic nomination if she wanted it. And she is just saying, hey, everybody, let's tone it down.
Can you imagine what an Oprah cabinet would look like? Oh, God.
Maybe we'd all get a free car.
King, Secretary of Homeland Security.
We'd get a car. We don't
get
a
car in every pot.
Yeah,
that would be it.
You get a car.
And you get a car. And you get a car. And you have to do, and you'll get an Obama phone, except they'll call it an O phone, right?
And just think on Monday mornings.
You get a phone. You get a phone, and you get a phone.
And on Monday morning, she'll have a presidential press conference, saying this is the book you need to read for the week, and this is what I recommend. Oh, it's just would be beautiful.
You know, she does read, so.
Yeah. She did. So here's the thing about Oprah. She has masterfully built an empire. She's very rich. She had her own production company. She's clearly made some good business decisions through the years. I got to go on a poor man's tour on a boat past the house she has in Nassau in the Bahamas. They pointed out Oprah's house. There was some gardener or some landscaper out there working on the beach, raking the beach when we went by in our little dinghy or whatever we were in. And for that reason, she's been a business person. She has some concept of business. Mm-hmm. But unlike Donald Trump, who had basically those same qualifications, television star and business person, her liberal politics, I believe, would bankrupt this country in a way that maybe not even Hillary Clinton could have done it.
But I agree, but the country's 50-50. And as I said, all she needs to do, all the next Democratic nominee needs to do is get the voters back that Donald Trump lost. Donald Trump got these voters in 2016, but they're not permanently ours. They're like, look, we'll union members and some white folks are like, we'll see what he can do. We'll give him a chance, but they're not permanent Republican voters.
Well, the other fly in the ointment there is that the economy is cooking.
Yes.
If it really explodes like it appears to be on the verge of doing, explosion as in growing and not imploding, that would be another factor. If unemployment is low, more people have jobs, particularly that subset of Democrats who voted for Donald Trump, those blue-collar workers. If he's done what he promised to do, why in the world would they consider turning that back over to a President and not Obama, who would reverse everything?
Yeah, and that's what I said on my Facebook page this morning, that if the economy is doing well in 2020 and it's humming along, then I think the American people will overlook Donald Trump's eccentricities and will did I say that correctly?
Eccentric. I'd say
eccentricities, and we'll overlook that, and we'll vote for him again because the economy's doing well. People vote on their pocketbooks more than anything.
When we come back, I want to get to a couple of phone calls. Then I want to talk about this news that's coming out on these new FBI texts and just what you think how serious that's. To me, it sounds pretty serious. It sounds like the first texts we saw were kind of embarrassing. Maybe the next ones, and the reason they fought so hard not to release them, is that they're damning from the standpoint that these people were communicating with the mainstream media in the weeks leading up to the election with some attempt to influence the outcome of the election. That's collusion.
All of it shady from what we've been talking about for the last year. It frustrates me because I just wish that there was one of the mainstream channels would say, you know what, we're not going to be Democrats and be and be biased, and we're just going to really put it out there. I hate that Fox is the only one that really exposes all this stuff, and the other three channels don't, and cable. I wish one of them would do the right thing.
They don't want to talk about it, including Jake Tapper. All right, 314-969-9797. Big Al, I tell you what, I'll get to you in a minute. Crystal, hang on the line. I got a few lines open. Still got our gift pack giveaway we're going to do in honor of law enforcement this hour, so stick around for that. It's all coming up right here.